Hello, everyone. Today I'll be going over my PA1 Upbringing and Memories by Raul Sanchez. So, when we start off with this topic, I like to see what is it that I remember from my past and look at what are some things that I feel that bring us those memories. Throughout this process, some of the memories that we find are happy moments, fun moments, and times of support. So, what I did is in the section where it says, what are some of your strongest memories from your childhood? I used one of these examples for each. So, starting off with a happy moment, I remember in first grade, whenever you were a student of the week, you got to take home our stuffed animal, our class stuffed animal, which was a frog named Froggy. And when you did this, you were able to you had to take pictures with him, and then present it in the following Monday. So over the weekend, I took him to my family's house, to my basketball game, stuff like that. Just super cool memories that I was able to spend and being happy about that I'll never forget. Then moving forward, my bowling reward. So ever since I was in kinder, when I did really good on a test, my parents were super nice and they took me bowling, and we it ended up going to the point that we were going every week. So we got our own shoes, our own ball, and like that's just something that we always remember and talk about, and it really motivated me for sure to get good grades. And also, I just we still bowl and stuff like that. So it was an awesome connection that we made through that. And then times of support. I remember one time in second grade, the first and last time that I procrastinated on a project, told my parents on Friday night, "Hey, I got this project that's due on Monday." And they were like, "Well, we're going to do it and we're going to do it right." So the whole weekend they sat with me, either just there for support, keep me on track, or cooking or whatever it would be. Uh, they were by my side, and they were there the whole weekend until we finished it and got a good grade on it. And it was an hour of doing homework with 15-minute break, either go outside and play on my bike with them, or play catch with my dad, or play a game with my mom, whatever it may be. So just that was just such a way that I saw my support system and really stood with me to not ever procrastinate again, for example. Moving on, what do you remember about your family's parenting style? So they were always super loving, my parents especially, firm still because they still wanted to teach me and show me different strategies of how to be a good person and stuff like that. Even up to this day, they are still my best friends. My parents, I still say that we have super nice connection, and along with that came open communication as well. So moving forward, characteristics of parenting. So the three listed are rules, discipline, practice, and affection. So for my rules, some of the key ones that we still practice to this day is pray every morning and every night. Religion is huge in my family, and it's something that I am very proud of, as well as Spanish for everything besides homework. So at home, when we're talking, having a normal conversation about our day, it is almost always in Spanish. And the reason that they did this and try to put so much emphasis onto it was because my grandparents are from Costa Rica and Colombia, and two of my grandparents still live in Costa Rica. So when I was growing up, a lot of my friends lost how to speak Spanish, and I was super thankful that my parents instilled that into me so that I wouldn't. And that's something that I hope to do with my kids in the future because it's just such a helpful tool. Um, Moving forward for discipline practices, I was never really disciplined. Never got hit in my life. Never got my phone taken away. Never got yelled at. None of that stuff. We just had very mature conversations from a young age, and it really helped me because I had a lot of respect for my parents, and I was never scared of my parents. They never gave me a reason to. So everything that they said, I admired and I paid attention to and I listened because it was important to me as well. And then for affection, it was shown all the time, in every way, from both my mom and dad. Hugs, saying I love you, with the words, with writing, with whatever it may be. We were always super united and close, and everyone in my family is like that. So, yeah. Moving forward for parent involvement with education. So just to start off, my mom's a teacher. So education is always been huge, has always been huge. My mom would check my grades online on the queue every single day while I was through elementary school and stuff like that, just to be on top of it. Um, and then they both sat with me to do my homework for support. So like I said before with that project, whether it's just sitting down and being there, even to this day, like if I ask them like, hey, can you like sit with me just so I stay on track? I'm not on my phone. They're like, yeah, for sure. And if I pick up my phone, they're like, hey, like get back on track, whatever, and that's huge. It's really been helpful. Then also, they were always in consistent communication with my teachers, and they were just a huge support system towards me. And it was always appreciated for all the love and support that they gave me through my education, which got me to where I am. My goal is to be valedictorian now. I got principal's honor roll by choice. My parents were like, don't stress yourself out over that. But because I saw how much education meant to them, I wanted to do great in education. I got principal's honor roll throughout high school, all 4 years, and middle school, and ever since like sixth grade. So yeah. And then when we go to snapshot memories, I just wanted to go over a couple more memories just to show that it is mainly my parents who I've had amazing memories with, but everyone in my family has the same values, and it's I've had memories with everyone. So my grandparents always were huge on gardening, and you know I would garden with both of my grandmas, and it was cool because then you'd be able to see the flowers or eat the vegetables that you grew or whatever it may be, and it was just awesome experience. Like I'll never forget that here in my backyard. And then at home camping, I remember one time it was super cold to go camping or whatever, just weather conditions weren't all right, and then I was like, hey, I want to go camping, and then my parents were like, okay, but they set up the camping tent outside in the backyard, and we were there all weekend like if we were actually camping. um Ping pong nights with my uncle and my grandpa and my dad and myself. It was just something that I always remember. We still are super competitive, still talk about it, still play, still do all that stuff. Um, and Santa coming to the house. I was really little. I wanted to see Santa. They hired a Santa to come on Christmas Eve, and all the kids were super happy, and I was like in awe. We saw Santa. It was crazy. And then dog wedding. I actually married our dogs, uh, and the whole family came. We had like a whole ceremony. I was the one who got them married. They were all dressed up and stuff like that. Like little cute memories that everyone's just like there for us, and like happy moments, that I'll never forget. As well as the last one being my family sleepover for Christmas gifts. So like I always wanted the whole family to sleep over, and it looked like super impossible. But like I was like 8 or 9, and the whole family on Christmas Eve they stood over until Christmas, and it was awesome. Like there was so many people here, and everyone like was down and did it, and it was awesome. It was just a great experience. Yeah. And then moving over to how this has molded who I am today. So it's definitely created so many nice memories. It has created how I want to be as a future parent. Like I want to give my kids these opportunities in the future, and then always full of love and happiness. So I think truly, if it wasn't for these experiences, for my family who raised me the way that they did, these values that they've had, I wouldn't be as happy and as motivated and as loving and as caring about these things as I am today. And it's just, I'm super grateful for those experiences that I was able to have. And then, how does the way you were raised influence your perceptions concerning a family's parenting style? So finally, I wouldn't change a thing from the way I was raised to how I want to raise my children in the future. I've had great role models in my family, and I hope to be just as good parent, grandparent, uncle, whatever it may be, as the people that I've had in my life. Uh, I'm really fortunate and blessed to have this support system and have so many beautiful memories that I'll never take for granted. So thank you so much for listening.